Yeah, thanks for taking the time to talk to us because I guess you're a very busy person, especially this week. Um, Tour starts on Friday.
Yep, play. My weekends every weekend, most of summers is full with tour dates, so I've been very blessed.
Yeah, I've got the tour dates up on my other monitor. There's one actually. It's next on the 12th of July. You're in Jeffersonville,
Yes,
Indiana, playing the Nashtucky Country Night. So there's a word I've never seen before,
isn't
Nashtucky.
that neat, man? I know I'm from Kentucky and live in Nashville, and so I guess they're just calling it Nash Tucky Night. I thought that was very clever. I love. I had never
Yeah.
been. I've never played a series called that before. It was very clever on their part to call it the Nash Tucky country series. So we're really excited to play the River Stage. I've played that venue several times through the years. It's been several years before I've headlined it last, so I'm looking forward to coming back July
Okay.
12th.
The tour dates go all the way through to the 4th of July 2025, where you're going to be, you know, back home in, was it Bloomfield in
Yeah,
Kentucky?
Bloomfield. Yes, yes.
Is that actually kind of seen as the final date of the tour, or is it, that's just how far it goes up to at the moment?
That's just how far it goes up to at the moment. Actually,
Right.
it's actually I just booked a right before I got on here earlier today. I booked another 2025 show, so it's I'm very honored to get dates this far in advance. But
Yeah,
I'll do a lot of small town tours. I'm from Kentucky originally, so I go to a lot of small towns back home, and those have grown through the years of just crowds and stuff. So they've become sort of popular. So it's been nice for me to be able to kind of plan those in advance. I know last year we did 18 different cities, so and I'll play quite a bit this year. I'm actually not really doing a small town tour this year, just kind of doing more scattered dates, but the tour schedule looks rather nice. I think we've got like 40 on the books right now. I've probably played, I'd say 25 or maybe 25 or 40 since January 1 already. That's already passed. So it's been a pretty busy year. I've never had any problem finding tour dates, which I'm very thankful. I've always
well,
stayed
it's
busy as
great.
an artist. I've always stayed busy.
And in terms of, what you're going to be playing on tour, I mean, like the program, you're going to be essentially doing the latest album.
Yes.
Tell us about that a little bit.
Yeah, the new album's called Neon Hallelujah. Came out the end of last year. Our new single, Cars and Trucks, is out right now. Video just came out. It'll be added to CMT. It's on Heartland Network right now. CMT, I think, next week or two, which we're really excited about that. But I've got the title track's called Neon Hallelujah. It's got one of my best collections of songs. I've got songs called Panama City Six Pack, Who Wouldn't Be Worth a Damn. I've got a song called Country Thing I wrote. One of my most proudest moments of my career happened on this record. I got to record with the legendary Oak Ridge Boys on this record. I cut a gospel song with them in studio last year. I just hit it right at the perfect time. They're retiring actually at the end of this tour.
Yeah.
And Joe Bonzel, who I'm friends with, a part of the Oaks, he just retired from the road completely, so he's not even singing with the group anymore. So
Yeah.
I was able to go in the studio with him at the most perfect time, and it just made my record complete.
Talking about singing, when did you start singing?
I started singing, and actually, I sang with the radio growing up. It's like we all do as kids, but never nothing serious. I wasn't in any choir groups, or I didn't sing in high school. I played sports growing up, but when I graduated high school in 2001, I moved off to college at the University of Kentucky at this community college on campus called Lexington Community College, and it was there where I really got my start in music. My grandmother passed away back home, went home for her funeral, found a guitar, ended up bringing the guitar back
Mhm.
to college, and started playing in my dorm room, and then which led to my apartment, places I'd moved to through the next couple of years, and singing just kind of went with it. And I just one of those things you kind of start as a hobby and realize that you love it a little bit more than a hobby, and you just play nonstop. That's what I did, and started playing shows around Lexington when um, there wasn't a great opportunity in Lexington where I was from. Louisville's about an hour from Lexington, and so I went to Louisville a lot and played, and found out that I really started to build a fan base in Louisville. So I would find myself on the weekends just playing random shows at random places, and started building a crowd one by one. And so that's kind of led me to Nashville in 2008. And now I've played over 3,000 shows, and I've had 6 original albums. It's been a crazy, amazing ride. I never thought I'd ever get this far. And I started, at 21 years old in college.
I think you've received a few awards, particularly in the state of Kentucky. You were on the cover of sort of the most successful Kentuckian or something like this.
Yeah, I was on the cover of the Tourism Visitors Guide, and
Right.
the governor of Kentucky made me an official Kentucky colonel. I've also been named an admiral of Kentucky. I guess one day I can be governor. I don't know, but it's the last 4 years in a row we've been voted the best number one Kentucky band musician and band. So a lot of great
Hmm.
accolades. I've just got a lot of great fans that vote, and have gotten us to where we are. And I'm really proud to be back home. I get a lot of shows back home, so
Yeah.
very grateful for all those accolades.
I'm still trying to figure out how you get to be an admiral in the state of Kentucky.
I
But
know, right? It came from the Secretary of State, and he gave me actually the awards right behind this camera, and so it was pretty amazing to get that. It's nice and framed and everything. So
getting back to the album and the songs themselves, I think you're the writer or certainly the co-writer of all the songs. Is that correct?
yes, I co-wrote several of the songs on my record. I don't write all songs.
Right.
I'm a firm believer of if it's a great song, I record it. I don't have any problem recording other people's songs. I happen to live next door at the time of my record recording process. And I lived next door to a number one writer named Mark Nessler, and I recorded a few of his songs. He pitched me some songs from other writers, and so I was able to write a few of the songs on the record. And so
So out of the ones, let's say that you did write or you co-wrote, which would actually be your favorite?
I wrote a song called "Retire That Jersey." It's got a great story
Okay.
about my producer's son-in-law, and I wrote a song called "Country Thing." "Country Thing's my most spun record, most spun Spotify song or most spun song on Spotify from that record. And I would have thought it would have been my least favorite song on the record, but I mean, I do love the song "Country Thing." But people just love that song. I wrote that with a couple writers here in Nashville, and we decided to put it on the record last minute, and lo and behold, it's been our most popular song off the album.
Yeah, so I listened carefully all the way through. Country Thing is a really catchy tune, but actually, it's All Night Kiss was the one I really liked.
Yeah, it's that's my road manager Bradley. He that's his favorite song on my record. It's actually the first song we play at every show.
Right.
We've got a really great intro to that song. It kind of pumps the crowd up, gets the band on stage, and we kick right into All Night Kiss. So it's a fun one to play, man. So I appreciate you saying that. It may be my next video. I'm not sure. It's become a fun song to play and kind of a party anthem for us. And it's very upbeat, and I feel like upbeat
Yeah.
songs can be really popular amongst live shows. So I appreciate you saying that. Thanks for listening.
And going back to your tour dates, as we as we were talking about them earlier, there is, of course, one thing missing on this list of gigs, and they're all over in the States, and none of them are over here.
I know, right? I've
So,
got to somehow fix that. I've never done an international
yeah,
tour. That's on my goal list to do a cruise and an international tour. So hopefully one day soon we'll be able to link up and I'll come to I would love to play in Germany, man. That'd be amazing.
the actual album, Neon Hallelujah, I mean, that was made in 2023. So are there kind of new plans for a new album anytime
Yeah,
soon or new songs?
every album I've released, I usually live on about 2 years. I'll put 3 or 4 singles off of it, and so I'm coming up on the fall here, which I'll start recording a new record probably this fall. So, man, these days and months go by so fast when you put something
Yeah.
out. So I'll end up recording. I'm actually looking for songs now and recording some songs. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to spend more time this fall. Music is a tax write-off too, so I'm always constantly trying to go in the studio and record new songs, spend some money. I do this all self-funded. I don't, I, you know, I'm my own record label, so
Okay.
what I spend is out of my pocket, but what I make goes into my pocket. So, but I've done that for the last several years, so it's been a very great reward, and it's nice to own your own music.
Anyway, I'm going to wrap that up about here. Got enough stuff here.
Thanks for having me on, and I look forward to seeing the edit, and we'll get this out to my fans as well. Appreciate your time.
Okay. Yours too. Okay. So I'll
Take
say
care. See you,
farewell.
bud.
Bye.